Good afternoon, everyone. Yes. Okay. A very good afternoon to all. Now, here in this class, we are coming across the last part of the animal kingdom, and the last part it includes chordates. Now, here in the chordates, so mainly we are going to study what protochordates. Okay. Now here, these protochordates are nothing but they are a primitive type of chordates. So let me make it in a big letter here. Protochordates, where this protochordate it includes Urochordata, phylum Urochordata and phylum Cephalochordata. Okay. Yes. Now, phylum Chordata, as we are coming across the chordates, phylum Chordata. So it includes mainly the subphylums Urochordata, Cephalochordata, and the third one is Vertebrata. So these are the three subphylums where we are coming across this. Yes. Varshini Hebbal, Hemichordata. Yesterday we have studied about Hemichordata. Yes, Melanoglossus and Sarcoglossus. That part is over. Hemichordata comes under what? Under non-chordates. So under chordates, so let us remove this protochordate. This term will become wrong. Now we shall use a term here. Phylum Chordata. And here we come across the subphylums. Three subphyla. Okay, otherwise protochordates it refers to only the first two. Okay. Now, yes, chordates are those animals that possess notochord. Chordates are those which possess notochord. Manjunath Meti. Here, hemichordata is not a chordata because earlier hemichordata they thought that half of the notochord is present in the animal, but later on it was proved that it is not the notochord. It's not the notochord, it is a thread-like structure, it's neural system, and finally the hemichordata is placed now in what? Invertebrates. Yes, it is placed in invertebrates. Okay. So in the chordates, phylum Chordata, the basic difference between chordate and non-chordates. Now difference ತಗೊಂಡಾಗ chordates possess notochord and non-chordates do not possess the notochord in the embryonic stage. Then again, if we want some more characters, in case of the chordates, all the animals are having closed type of circulatory system. Circulatory system is of closed type. Digestive system is complete. They are triploplastic. So we have many more characters. Yes, along with that, and if we come across the heart is present on the ventral side. Yes, while in case of the invertebrates, if heart is there, then it will be present on the dorsal side. Okay. Yes. Now, as far as the phylum Chordata is concerned, these chordates, we divide them into three subphyla or three subphylum. Subphylum, Urochordata, Cephalochordata, and Vertebrata. Out of these, Urochordates and Cephalochordata are called protochordates. These are said to be protochordates. Which one? Urochordata, Cephalochordata. Why do we call them as protochordates? ಯಾಕೆ ನಾವು protochordates ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ? They are the first type of chordates. They are the primitive type of chordates. So that's why we call them as what? Urochordata and Cephalochordata. We call them mainly as protochordates. That means the first type of chordates. Now there, if we come across the Urochordata, in the Urochordata, subphylum Urochordata, we have certain examples. Yes, and those examples, so let me give you those examples. There, Acidia, Doliolum are a few examples. Okay, so here we have certain examples of Urochordata. Okay, so Acidia, Doliolum, these are the examples for Urochordata. That means these Urochordata, it includes those following examples. Then Cephalochordata, it includes Amphioxus, where we also call them as lancelets. Yes, it includes the examples like Amphioxus. Okay. Now, when we call these as protochordates, primitive type, where they are present, they are exclusively present in marine water. Where they are present, which one? Protochordates. So they are present in marine water. Yes, they are oceanic in habitat, present in marine water. Which one? Protochordates. Yes, they are of a primitive type. Okay, then what is the basic difference between Urochordata and Cephalochordata? Okay, so let us look at the basic difference. Now, Urochordata, this Urochordata, what do they have is they have notochord is present in the Urochordata. Notochord is present in tail region. That means in the larval tail, it has the notochord. Then with respect to one more cephalochordata, in the cephalochordata, here notochord is present from head to the entire length of the animal. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಟೋಕಾರ್ಡ್ ಎಲ್ಲೆಲ್ಲಿ ಇರ್ತಾವ ಅಂತ ನಾವು ಚೆಕ್ ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ ಎಸ್ ನೋಟೋಕಾರ್ಡ್ ಬರೀ ಟೇಲ್ ರೀಜನ್ ದಾಗ ಮಾತ್ರ ನಮ್ಗೆ ಕಾಣಿಸ್ತಾ ಇತ್ತು ಅಂತಂದ್ರ ವಿ ಕಾಲ್ such animals as urochordates. Tail region ದಾಗ ಮಾತ್ರ ಕಾಣಿಸ್ತಾ ಇರಬೇಕು. Cephalic ಅಂದ್ರೆ head region ಅಂತ ಕರೀತೀವಿ. From the head towards the entire length of the animal body, the notochord is present. Yes, such type of organisms we call them as what? Cephalochordata. So this is the basic difference between the urochordates as well as the cephalochordates. Okay, now let me show you the visualization. Let me show you the visualization here. Okay, you can see the diagrammatic view here. Yes, can you see? These are the diagrams of what? Acidia doliolum. These are the examples of urochordata. Yes. Okay, Acidia doliolum. Two examples, two animals that you are seeing it on the screen. Yes, if you need, you can take the snapshot. Acidia doliolum. They come under subphylum urochordata. Okay. Now let me show you the lancelets. Okay, if you want, take the screenshot of this. Yes, I'm going across one more slide now. Okay, one more. Yes. Okay, can you see it now? Subphylum Cephalochordata. The diagram here, whatever you are seeing, this is the Amphioxus, lancelets. So notochord is present throughout the length of the body. Yes, notochord is present throughout the length of the body. Yes, you can take the snapshot. Yes. Okay, fine. Right. Let me come back to my original note. Okay. Yes. This is regarding what? The characteristics of the protochordates. Okay. Now, with the characteristics of the protochordates, next what we have? Let's go to the difference in characters between the fishes. Okay. Okay, so let me move towards the next one. Yes, as the protochordates are present in what? Marine water. Now let's look at the next part. Next part we are talking about the vertebrates. So here we are talking about the vertebrates. Now in the vertebrates, so first we are starting with the, so let me give you a hint and I'll go to the next one. So subphylum. vertebrata. This is the subphylum that includes all the animals having notochord. Then what does it include? It includes fishes, then amphibians, then reptiles, then aves, and finally the mammals. All will come under the subphylum. All will come under the subphylum vertebrata. Yes. Okay. So this is regarding the classification of subphylum vertebrata. It includes fishes. Yes, Sahana, I'll tell you. The fishes, it is having a super class that you will study it later. It comes under the super class Pisces. Yes, and this Pisces is again divided into two class. It is divided into two class. One is okay. Let me drag the line little bit down. So two classes are there. Out of that, the first one is class Chondrichthyes. Then Osteochthyes. Okay. Class Osteochthyes. Okay. Now, if we look at this, class Chondrichthyes, class Osteochthyes. Chondrichthyes meaning cartilaginous fish. Yes. Chondrichthyes meaning cartilaginous fish. Osteochthyes ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ bony fish. ಅದರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ನಾವು ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಬರ್ತೀವಿ. Yes, here we are coming across the class only. So here first, the first point we are talking about the Pisces here. Pisces ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ fishes ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. Pisces it comes under super class. ಇದನ್ನ ನಾವು ಎರಡು category ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀವಿ. The first category is the bony fish. Second category is the cartilaginous fish. Okay, we are coming across the difference. So this is an outline mapping only. Yes, Bhagya Bangi ಹೇಳ್ತೀನಿ ತಡಿಬೇಕು. Yes, we have to wait for it. Okay, fishes, amphibians, reptiles, aves, mammals. 4 class ಬರ್ತದೆ. Yes, Sahana, man comes under which class? ಇವೆಲ್ಲ classes ಅಂತ ಕರೀತೀವಿ. Okay, ಸೂಪರ್ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ Pisces ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಜಗತ್ನಾಗಿರುವಂತ ಎಲ್ಲಾ ಫಿಶಸ್ ಬರ್ತಾವ. ಆಂಫಿಬಿಯನ್ಸ್ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಉಭಯವಾಸಿಗಳು ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. ರೆಪ್ಟೈಲ್ಸ್ ಸರೀಸೃಪಗಳು, ಏವ್ಸ್ ಬರ್ಡ್ಸ್ ಪಕ್ಷಿಗಳು, ಮ್ಯಾಮಲ್ಸ್ ಸಸ್ತನಿಗಳು. ಓಕೆ, ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ದ ಔಟ್ಲೈನ್ ಪಾರ್ಟ್. ಅದ್ರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಇನ್ನು ಡಿಸ್ಕ್ರಿಪ್ಷನ್ ನಾವು ಹೋಗ್ತೀವಿ. ಸೊ ದೇರ್ ವಿ ಆರ್ ಗೋಯಿಂಗ್ ಟು ಡಿಸ್ಕಸ್. ಎಸ್, now fishes, amphibians, reptiles, aves, mammals. How many are there? 5. So these are mainly the 5. Fishes ಒಳಗಡೆ ಎರಡು ಕ್ಯಾಟಗರಿ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. Chondrichthyes, Osteochthyes. Chondrichthyes ಅಂದ್ರೆ cartilaginous fish. Osteochthyes ಅಂದ್ರೆ bony fish. Yes. Okay. So let me go to the chart here. Yes. Look at the difference here in between the bony fish and cartilaginous fish. ಎರಡು ಫಿಶ್ ಗಳ ಮಧ್ಯೆ ಡಿಫರೆನ್ಸ್ ನಾವು ನೋಡಿದಾಗ what can be observed? Bony fish, ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಇರ್ತಾವೆ, where they are found? They are found in fresh water as well as sea water. So look at the point here. Where they are found? They are found in fresh water and they are also found in the sea water. Fresh water, sea water. But cartilaginous fish, you can just see they are found in marine water. They are found only in marine water. Yes, can you see this? They are found in the marine water only. Yes. This is first point. ಯಾವ ಎಲ್ಲೆಲ್ಲಿ ಇರ್ತಾವೆ? ಕಾರ್ಟಿಲೇಜ್ ಫಿಶ್ ಸಮುದ್ರ ನೀರು ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಎಲ್ಲೂ ಸಿಗಂಗಿಲ್ಲ. ಬೋನಿ ಫಿಶ್ ಎರಡು ಕಡೆ ಇರ್ತವೆ. Yes, present in fresh water as well as marine water. Fine. Okay. Then in the bony fish, mouth is terminal in position while mouth is ventral. Okay, now what is that? I'll tell you. Okay, suppose if the mouth is there, in case of these animals, in the fishes, so this is the terminal mouth. Yes, can you see it in the diagram? This is said to be the terminal mouth. Then ventral mouth ಅಂತಂದ್ರ yes, in the sharks ಇದು ventral mouth. Yes, we have the terminal mouth and the ventral mouth. Terminal ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ತುದಿಗೆ ಇರ್ತದೆ. Yes, terminal ಅಂದ್ರೆ ತುದಿ ಇರ್ತದೆ. Ventral ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಕೆಳಗಡೆ ಹಿಂದೆ ಇರ್ತದೆ. Yes, okay. So this is ventral. Shark ಒಳಗಡೆ ಇರುವಂತದ ventral mouth. Shark ಒಳಗಡೆ ಇರುವಂತದ ventral mouth. Okay. Then this is second difference. Then endoskeleton consists of bones. Okay, now you can just see here. Here it is made up of bones. But here endoskeleton is made up of cartilage. Based on the presence and absence of this type of endoskeleton, we have just divided them into cartilage fish as well as bony fishes. Okay, so this is the basic difference. So on the bones inside its body, if it is made up of bones, the endoskeleton, then we call it as bony fish. But if it is made up of cartilage, cartilage and ears ಒಳಗಡೆ cartilage ಇದೆ, ನಮ್ಮ ಕಿವಿ ಒಳಗಡೆ ಇರುವಂತದ್ದು cartilage, which is a little bit flexible. Yes, it is flexible. Okay, then body is usually spindle shaped and here body is dorso-ventrally flattened. So it is a dorso-ventrally. Here it is dorso-ventrally flattened. ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಚಪ್ಪಟೆ ರೀತಿ ಕಾಣಿಸ್ತಾ ಇರ್ತದ ಶಾರ್ಕ್ ಒಳಗಡೆ. Example. Here we have example labio anabas. ಇದಲ್ದನ ಬೇರೆ examples ನಾವು ಕೊಡಬಹುದು ಇದಕ್ಕ. The other examples it includes rohu fish, catfish, then Cyprinus carpio. Here torpedo, Scalidon. Scalidon the shark ಅಂತ ಕರೀತಾರೆ. Scalidon is nothing but this is shark. Yes. Okay. Yes. Pawan Kadam. Dolphin ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಬರ್ತದ? Yes. Dolphin ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಬರ್ತದ? Whether dolphin is a fish? Think over it. Okay. Whether dolphin is a fish? Yes. Right. Yes. Seahorse. Seahorse ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಬರ್ತದ? Bony fish. Yes. Srishti, not bats. Okay. Now this is regarding. Okay, so this is regarding what one is the protochordates and second one is regarding the fishes. Okay, So here is regarding the introductory part. Now with this we are left with the amphibians, reptiles, aves and mammals. Okay, now with this I want to tell you one thing, as you have got a good news in your message box, that your college is going to start from next Monday, not this Monday, from next Monday 30th. 30th ತಾರೀಕಿನಿಂದ ಶುರು ಆಗ್ತದ. So your offline classes will start from that point and your regular syllabus will also start from that point. Yes, hostel facility ada, mess facility ada, everything is available, and a personal call will be there for you. So next one more week will be the bridge course. You will be having the bridge course for the last week. Yes, next week will be the last week. Okay, so take all the NCERT books, take all your notebooks, 200 pages, all PCMP4 separate ruled books, and then you can come over the college. Yes, okay, and a bridge course will end up by next week. So you will be having bridge course for only last 1 week. Yes, then after that, when you come to the college, your actual syllabus will start. ಪವನ್ ಬಂದ ನಂತರ ಎಕ್ಸಾಮ್ಸ್ ಇರಬಹುದು ಇರ್ಲಿಕ್ಕಿಲ್ಲ, ಬಟ್ ರೆಗ್ಯುಲರ್ ಸ್ಟಡಿ ಮಾತ್ರ ಮಾಡಲೇಬೇಕಾಗ್ತದ. ಓಕೆ, ಎಸ್ ರಕ್ಷಿತಾ, ಟೆಸ್ಟ್ ಇದ್ರೂ ಇರಬಹುದು, get prepared for it. Okay, right? So here with this, let us end up the class today, and we will meet on Monday, and the college will reopen on Monday, that is on 30th, and we are going to meet on 23rd. Yes, okay, fine, thank you and bye.